I knew my birthday party was going to be weird the moment I saw my ex's name pop up on the RSVP, but I figured whatever. We'd been broken up for almost 2 years, and I was in a new, steady thing. But when she walked in holding hands with my current girlfriend, wearing matching wedding rings, it felt like the room collapsed around me. Everyone went silent, drinks halfway to lips, and I just stood there, caught between laughter and a scream. My girlfriend, well, ex, I guess, smiled like she just won a prize, her fingers laced with my ex's, the glint of the rings catching the cheap party lights. I couldn't breathe. I'd been dating her for a year, and until that moment, she'd been telling me she wasn't ready for marriage, wasn't over her trust issues. My ex, on the other hand, had ghosted me with barely a goodbye after 3 years together. Now I was watching them introduce each other to my friends, all fake smiles and little whisper jokes, like I was the afterthought. People kept glancing at me, waiting for me to explode, but I just stood there, locked in place, trying to piece together how I became the punchline in my own life. Later, while everyone else pretended not to stare, I cornered them in the kitchen. My voice shook so much I could barely get out a sentence, but they didn't even bother to deny it. Turns out they'd been seeing each other behind my back for months, meeting up whenever I worked late or went out with friends. The wedding? A secret courthouse thing last weekend, just for them. They said they didn't mean to hurt me, but sometimes love happens in ways you can't control. I wanted to scream at them, but all I could do was laugh, loud, ugly, and way too long. Back in the living room, I realized the worst part wasn't their lies or the public humiliation. It was the fact that I'd always felt like a placeholder, never enough for either of them. In a twisted way, their betrayal just proved what I'd been trying not to admit to myself for years. I kept falling for people who saw right through me and left me empty-handed. As everyone awkwardly sang happy birthday, I blew out the candles and made a wish. For once, I hoped I'd finally stop chasing people who never really wanted me.